People say they want friends, but when new people come up to them, they'll leave them undelivered. They'll leave them on red. They won't respond. They'll block them. And why is that? You say you want friends, yet you don't do anything to kind of have that friendship with people. I have had that so many times where I'll reach out to past people that I've grown up with and had like a friendship or a bond with, and I won't get nothing in return. It'll probably be like a conversation, and I'll try my hardest to try to, to try to start something, maybe a hangout or anything like that. And it's so quick that it dies down, like it dies out, or people become dry. And I always just ask myself, why? Why do people do this? You say you want friends, yet you don't open yourself up to those new people. You tend to keep to yourself or the circle that you already have. And yet sometimes you still kind of go out and say, I wish I had more friends. You're not going to have more friends if you don't open up, if you don't say something, if you don't reply. It's the same thing that is said about love. You can have it, you can find it, it can come to you. But if you don't maintain that fire, if you don't maintain that spark, it will die out. It's the same thing that can said and applied to on friendships. If you don't maintain it, if you don't keep that fire burning, the friendship will die out. It happens. And if you want to start a friendship with someone, I'm sorry to say this, but it takes time. It takes effort. It's not something that can just be given to you. And if it's given to you, you probably need to also take care of that friendship, but also not use that person because they are being very open to you. Like I've said, I've had this happen all of last year when I was trying to expand my friend group, trying to make new friends. And I was literally like going through people that I've met in the past, that I've grown up with in high school, and kind of being like, we were like such good friends. Let me just reach out to them. And it would go well. It would be like something amazing. But then like give it like the rest of the day, it just dies out completely. Like they become dry. Or here's one that I'll always do because I'm someone that is always just like, let's skip the small talk here. Like if I'm gonna hang out with you, give me a day that you're free and I'll make it happen. And I say that they're like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. And it's just like, no, I'm being serious. Give me the day and we'll see. And they're like, okay, well let me check, let me check. Okay, a day goes by, 2 days go by, a week goes by. And keep in mind, this person literally would tell me, "Oh, I'm so down to hang out with you. I want to catch up. I want to see how it's been." What's going on? You can't be busy 7 days of the week. And if you are busy 7 days a week, tell me why. Hey, like, you know, be consistent, communicate. Don't just leave this person that was once really your friend in the dust. Don't be dry. You say you want friends, but you're dry. You're being dry. You're not doing it. Why? It irritates me, but it also just makes me like always kind of ask myself, you don't really want friends. Because if you do, you would understand you need to maintain it. You need to put effort. And here's the thing, if this is happening to you, cut your losses. Don't reply. Like if they try to like lead you on, be like, yeah, I'm so down. And you ask them and they're like, oh, I'm so busy. I'm so sorry. Let's do another day. And it's a cycle that repeats. Cut your losses. Please cut your losses. There are other people that really would like to hang out with you that may think you're 10 times cooler than this other person that is just being so dry, not even paying attention to you, replying to you after like 24, 48 hours. I have had that growing up for so long, and it's hard. It sucks too because you think of them and you're like, oh my gosh, this person is so cool. Like they were always so cool, but you don't reply, so it's like, okay, well now you're just kind of lame. You can't even reply to someone that was once your friend. What gives? And here's the thing, too. I'd rather you be honest and reject me on the spot. Say, hey, I don't really want to be friends with you. You're cool and all, but I don't really want to be friends with you. Cool. I'd be like, all right, sick. Rather than you being dry, you leaving me undelivered, you leaving me on red. Like that's even that's worse. I don't know how people don't understand that, but that is 10 times worse than just being told flat out, hey, I don't want to be your friend. Hey, yeah, I just think of you as like a mutual. Like I just have you here. Okay, it hurts, ouch. But I think it's 10 times better than being left undelivered. Oh my gosh. I could go through my Instagram right now and I could show you there's like 10 people, 10, 20 people that I've just been left undelivered of last year. And it's like, even saying this right now, I'm just like, I'm outing myself, but it's like, I don't care. But there are other people that do want to hang out with you, that do want to spend that time with you. I have had people that are like, oh my gosh, we should go out. We should go out and like drink. And I'm like, when? And they're like, next Saturday. I'm like, done deal. Like, those are the people that want to do something with you, that want to be friends with you. Not the ones that leave you to dry, not the ones that, say, yeah, we should hang out soon, and then never say when. I remember specifically, I reached out to this one of my friends, and we talk here and there every now and then. But I remember I told them we should hang out, and they're like, yeah, we should hang out sometime soon. And I responded with, okay, give me a day. What? Give me a day. Give me a day that you're free, and let's do it. Yeah, it's gonna be soon, bro. It's gonna be soon. Okay. Never got a response as to when. And they've dodged it completely. They'll still send me like reels and stuff like that, and that's cool and all, but it's just like, you don't really want to be my friend then. Because a friend would make the effort. The same can be said for relationships. If you like someone and they don't give the effort or don't try, they are just leading you on to be the second option, or they don't even like you to begin with. And even then, if you're being led on, they don't even like you still. They somewhat like you. They maybe like something about you, but they don't like you for you. Growing up, I had to face that. I remember when I lived in an apartment complex, there was this kid, and his name was Daniel, and he would always come to my house, and we would hang out. I would call him my friend, honestly. I would assume that he was my friend. But as time went on, he would only come to my house for one thing. And it's petty and it's childish now, but even then, I still remember it. He would only come to my house because my family and I would always have like ice cream, popsicles. And this was during the summer. But one day I said enough, because he would always just come to my house, maybe talk to me. We'd hang out for like maybe 30 minutes and then he'd leave. Like, it wasn't even a hangout. Because with other friends in the apartment complex, I would be hanging out with them for maybe like all of the rest of the afternoon. I remember one day I said, you know what? I'm not going to give him any of my popsicles or any of my ice cream. And now keep in mind, I'm like 10 years old. 10 to 12, I would say. And he came over to my house and he's like, hey, like, can I get an ice cream? And I'm like, no, I don't have any. But do you want to hang out? And he said no. And I'm like, okay, all right. And he would do it again the next day. And I said, no, I don't have any ice cream. Or not even the next day, but we'd say like the next couple days. No, I don't have any. But do you want to hang out? No. Eventually it got to the point that I just outed him out on it. I said, no, I don't want to give you ice cream. You're not even a true friend because you only come over when you just want some ice cream. And I don't remember what he said, but he was mad. He was very mad, and he left. I never saw him again. I would never see him outside. I would only see him with his sister. But other than that, I would never like see him. Yet there were my other friends who lived in that same apartment complex that even if I had no ice cream, they would still hang out with me. They would still want to do something. I had to learn this growing up since 10 years old, that there was going to be people that would either just use you or just lead you on because they'd just be dangling a friendship or they'd be dangling a relationship. And it hurts. But even now in today's day and age, it hurts even more when they don't even dangle a relationship or a friendship. They don't even just reply to you. They leave you undelivered, yet you'll see them post on their story. You'll see them post like on their main account hours later or a day later. And it's like, cool, you have the time to post that, but you don't have the time to reach out to me. And yet at the end of the day, those people are the ones that also say, I wish I had more friends. If you really want more friends, you have to step up and put the effort to start the spark, to start the fire of a friendship, and to maintain it as well. It's easier said. It's easier to say, I want a friendship rather than to actually go out and do it. So I guess that's why people say it all the time. I wish I had more friends. But I just respond to them by saying, well then, are you actually putting the effort in? It's always easier said than done.